Welcome back. In the last module, we have learned about the trend concept and understood how market move accordingly to the trend. But do same trend continues all the time? Or if it gets changed, how do we know about it? It is true that market always respond in accordance with trend, and trend keeps on changing after some period of time. It can be for years, months, days or hours, and it can be for minutes also. When the direction changes, the movement in the trend can be analyzed with the help of trend lines. Trend line is the most important tool of technical analysis. On the price chart, while joining all the lows in the uptrend and all the peaks in the downtrend, we get a trend line. If we get 2 points, then we can join with the trend line, and if we get third point on this trend line, this will be the confirmation of the trend. Here you can see we are joining the lows of the trend and it is an example of uptrend. We are getting 1, 2, 3 and 4. We are getting 4 points on this trend line and the third point is the confirmation of the uptrend. In this example, we are joining the peaks because it is the example of downtrend. So we are joining peaks. These are the two peaks. We will join the peaks and we are also getting third point on this trend line. So this is the confirmation of the downtrend. This is the confirmed downtrend line. Trend line tells us a lot about the trend. As we have seen, trend line confirms the trend and we can make maximum profit by trading in that particular direction. It is very risky to trade in opposite direction and we have to suffer loss most of the time. So if we want to trade in counter trend direction, first we should learn complete technical analysis and know about all the tools and indicators. This is an example of uptrend line. This is the uptrend and we are joining 2 points of this uptrend. Then you can see we are getting third, fourth and fifth point on this uptrend line. So this is a confirmed uptrend. As it is an uptrend, we will buy every time when we get a point on the trend line. But we will not sell here because it is very risky. It is a counter trend direction. We will buy only in uptrend and in downtrend we will only sell. Here you can see if we sell here, it is not necessary that this will come to the trend line. So it is very risky to trade in counter trend direction. Trend line tells us where the retracement or profit booking should stop and when the price will run again in its trend. In this chart, prices are rising up hence in uptrend and from this point they start falling down, but we cannot regard it as a reversal because this was just a retracement. They only come down to the extent of trend line and from there go back to the uptrend. This gives us opportunity to buy at the point touching the trend line and sell at the peak point. We will buy here and sell at the peak point. Similarly, we can buy here because it is touching the trend line and exit here. By doing this, the maximum part of profit will be in our portion without keeping our time and money invested in the consolidation phase. This is the consolidation phase. So if we buy here, we can exit here easily. It is only trend line which tells us that trend is changing. Whenever price crosses the trend line, it indicates the beginning of the new trend. But it's not necessary that the new trend is always a reversal. It can be a continuation, can be a reversal, or it can be a sideways trend. As you can see in this chart, this is an uptrend line and this is an example of uptrend. Prices retrace up to the trend line and they crosses down the trend line. Then the new trend, we get a new trend line that is also an uptrend line. We get a breakout here. This is the breakout when price is crossing down the trend line and we can easily see once a breakout is witnessed, the prices tend to come back to touch the trend line but fail to go back to its previous trend and we get a new trend. In this chart, new trend is also an uptrend. In this example, the prices are in uptrend, then they crosses down the trend line and they are coming to touch the trend line. but fails to go in previous trend and new trend. We are getting a new trend and this is a downtrend. You can see this is a downtrend. This is a downtrend line. And this is another example. This is a uptrend line, and then prices are moving in sideways trend. They are not moving in uptrend or downtrend. They are moving in a confined range between a resistance and support line, and they are in a sideways trend. In this way, trend line gives us a clear picture about the market. This was all about the trend and trend lines. Thanks for watching the lecture.